Hello, my dear listeners, and welcome back to the Kapeel Gupta Career PodShow. And today, I want you to imagine that you're sitting in a very important business meeting. A large company has just made a proud announcement. It says that it cares about the planet, supports its employees, follows ethical business practices, and wants to become a responsible company. Now, the presentation looks wonderful. There are green leaves on every slide. There are happy employees in safety helmets. There's even a photograph of a tree being planted by senior management. Oh, everyone claps. But one person in the room does not clap immediately. That person opens a spreadsheet and starts asking questions. How much carbon does the company actually release? Is its water consumption rising or falling? Are workers receiving fair wages and safe working conditions? Or how many women are in leadership roles? Or does the company have an independent board? Were there any serious accidents, fires, complaints, or governance failures? Is the company making real progress, or has someone simply added green leaves to a PowerPoint presentation? The professional asking these questions is an ESG analyst. And this is one of the most interesting emerging careers for students who want to combine business, finance, data, environmental responsibility, and social impact. So, hi, I'm Kapeel Gupta, career coach, life mentor, graphotherapist, and founder of Study Abroad Academy. I help students, parents, and young professionals gain clarity, confidence, and direction in life and career through deep coaching, mindset transformation, and the powerful practice of graphotherapy. Because career success is not just about choosing the right course, it's about becoming the right person for the life you truly want to build. So let's dive in. Now, ESG stands for environmental, social, and governance. The environmental part studies how a company affects the planet. It may include carbon emissions, energy use, water use, waste, pollution, biodiversity, and climate risks. The social part studies how a company treats people. It may include employee safety, human rights, diversity, working conditions, customer welfare, community impact, and responsible supply chains. And the governance part studies show how the company is controlled. It may include board independence, business ethics, executive pay, corruption controls, transparency, shareholder rights, and legal compliance. In simple language, an ESG analyst helps answer one important question. Is this company building success responsibly, or is it creating hidden problems that may become expensive later? An ESG analyst is part detective, part data analyst, part researcher, and part business translator. And no, the job is not simply hugging trees while holding an Excel sheet. It's a serious analytical career connected with risk, investment, compliance, sustainability reporting, and long term business performance. So let us meet a young professional named Aditi. Aditi studied commerce in Delhi. She liked finance, but she did not want a career that looked only at profit. So during college, she completed a project on a manufacturing company. The company's profits were rising, but it was also facing complaints about pollution, worker safety, and poor waste management. Aditi became curious. She asked herself, can a company really be successful if its financial results are strong, but its environmental and social risks are growing? And that one question opened the door to the ESG analyst career. Today, Aditi works with a sustainability consulting firm. Her job is to study company data, identify ESG risks, support sustainability reports, and help businesses improve their environmental, social, and governance performance. She still works with numbers, but the numbers now tell a bigger story. So let's understand the scope of an ESG analyst in India. And it's expanding because companies are facing greater pressure to measure and disclose their environmental, social, and governance performance. Now, this pressure is not coming from only one side. Investors want better information before putting money into companies. Regulators want transparent disclosures. Global customers want responsible supply chains, and banks want to understand climate and social risks. Employees want safer and more inclusive workplaces, and consumers are also becoming more alert to false environmental claims. In India, SEBI introduced the Business Responsibility and Sustainability Report, commonly called BRSR, for the country's top listed companies. Now, this reporting system asks companies to disclose information related to energy, emissions, water, waste, employees, communities, customers, ethics, and governance. SEBI has also introduced BRSR Core, which focuses on selected key indicators and provides for assessment or assurances in phases. So, what does this mean for career aspirants? It means companies need people who can collect sustainability information, check its quality, understand reporting standards, work with different departments, and explain ESG performance clearly. An ESG analyst in India may work with a large company's sustainability or ESG department. They may work with a consulting firm that helps several clients. They may join an ESG rating provider, a financial data company, a bank, an investment firm, an audit and assurance organization, even a climate tech company or a research agency. Opportunities can exist across industries such as banking, financial services, manufacturing, energy, technology, automobiles, real estate, infrastructure, textiles, pharmaceuticals, consumer goods, and logistics. See, consider a textile company that exports clothes to international buyers. Now, those buyers may want information about water use, chemical management, worker safety, wages, and supply chain conditions. Now, the company cannot reply by saying, "Please trust us, we are nice people." It needs evidence. An ESG analyst may help collect information from factories, suppliers, human resources, finance, safety teams, and environmental departments. They may study whether the data is complete, identify gaps, and prepare it for reporting. And now, imagine a bank considering a large loan to a company whose factories are located in areas facing severe water stress. The financial statements may look healthy today, but if water shortages stop production tomorrow, the bank could face a serious financial risk. An ESG analyst helps connect that environmental risk with the business risk. And this is why ESG is not separate from business. Environmental, social, and governance issues can affect costs, reputation, operations, legal exposure, and access to capital. The Indian opportunity is therefore larger than writing sustainability reports. It includes ESG research, sustainable finance, climate risk analysis, corporate responsibility, supply chain assessment, ESG ratings, impact measurement, and responsible investment. However, students should understand that the job market is still developing. Not every company will use the exact title ESG analyst. The role may be advertised as sustainability analyst, ESG research analyst, climate risk analyst, responsible investment analyst, sustainability consultant, BRSR specialist, or ESG reporting associate. So do not search for only one job title. Search for the skills and nature of work. Internationally, ESG and sustainability work is connected with investors, companies, regulators, stock exchanges, banks, and global reporting systems. The International Sustainability Standards Board has developed IFRS S1 and IFRS S2 to create a global baseline for sustainability related financial disclosures. GRI standards are also widely used for reporting an organization impacts on the economy, environment, and people. Depending on the country and organization, ESG analysts may also work with other sustainability, climate, and financial reporting frameworks. This creates opportunities in financial centers such as London, New York, Singapore, Toronto, Sydney, Frankfurt, Amsterdam, and Hong Kong. An ESG analyst abroad may work for an asset management company and study whether environmental or governance risks could affect an investment. Another may work for a global corporation and support climate disclosures. Someone else may work for an ESG data and rating company, studying hundreds of businesses across industries. Now, there are also opportunities in management consulting, sustainable investing, climate finance, green boards, development finance, responsible supply chains, and corporate sustainability. The global market is not perfectly simple. ESG rules and political attitudes differ across countries. Some organizations use terms such as sustainability, climate risk, responsible investment, or transition finance instead of ESG. Now, this does not mean the underlying work has disappeared. Companies still need professionals who can understand emissions, human capital risk, governance failures, supply chain concerns, and sustainability disclosures. The field is also becoming more technical. Environmental data is increasing, reporting systems are becoming more detailed, artificial intelligence can help organize information, but companies still need people who can judge whether the data makes sense. A machine may identify that emissions increased by 15%. A skilled analyst must ask why they increased, whether the calculation is reliable, whether the rise is important for that industry, and what it may mean for the company's future. That judgment creates professional value. So let us return to Aditi and follow her through a normal working day. At 9 in the morning, she opens an email from a manufacturing client. The client has sent energy, water, and waste information from 12 factories. The data is not clean. One factory has reported electricity in kilowatt hours. Another has reported in megawatt hours. A third had simply written same as last year. Aditi cannot build a reliable ESG report from same as last year. She contacts the factory teams, checks the measurement units, and asks for supporting documents. After that, she studies the company's greenhouse gas emissions. She compares current performance with the previous year and with the company's climate targets. She notices that energy efficiency has improved, but business travel emissions have risen sharply. Her job is not to hide the increase, her job is to understand and report it correctly. Later, Aditi attends a meeting with people from finance, human resource, legal, procurement, operations, and investor relations. The finance team understands money. The operations team understands machines. Human resources understands employees. And procurement understands suppliers. Aditi must connect all these departments because ESG data lives across the whole organization. She may ask human resources for employee diversity, training, and turnover data. She may ask the safety team about workplace accidents. She may ask procurement about supplier screening. She may ask legal and compliance teams about fines, complaints, or ethical concerns. And she may ask the board secretariat about governance structures and committee meetings. And this is why an ESG analyst needs communication skills. Data rarely walks politely into one folder by itself. It is usually hiding across 17 spreadsheets, 6 departments, and one person who is permanently in a meeting. In the afternoon, Aditi may compare the company's disclosures with BRSR, GRI, or another relevant framework. She may prepare a materiality assessment. Materiality means identifying the sustainability issues that matter most to the business and its stakeholders. For a software company, data privacy, employee well being, and energy use may be important. For a mining company, land, water, emissions, worker safety, and community impact may be far more significant. An ESG analyst cannot treat every issue as equally important for every company. Context matters. Another team may also perform competitor benchmarking. She studies what similar companies are reporting and where her client is falling behind. If she works in an investment firm instead of consulting, her day may look different. She may examine annual reports, sustainability reports, regulatory filings, news stories, and controversies. She may study whether a company's ESG risk could affect its financial performance. So the title may be the same, but the daily work can be quite different. And now, let's understand the important skills required to be an ESG analyst. The first important skill is analytical thinking. An ESG analyst works with large amounts of information. You must identify patterns, gaps, risks, and inconsistencies. You should be comfortable with spreadsheets and numbers. Excel is commonly used. The data visualization tools such as Power BI or Tableau can be helpful. Some roles may value SQL, Python, or other data skills, especially when handling large ESG data sets. However, technical tools alone are not enough. You also need strong research skills. ESG topics can include climate change, energy, labor practices, human rights, diversity, corruption, board structures, and financial risk. Nobody becomes an expert in all these areas overnight. A good analyst knows how to find reliable information, compare sources, and avoid making claims without evidence. Writing is another major skill. You may have to turn a complex set of data into a clear report that investors, regulators, or senior managers can understand. Writing the company is doing very good sustainability will not be enough. You must explain what improved by how much, compared with what baseline, and based on which evidence. Financial knowledge is especially valuable for ESG investment roles. You should understand financial statements, business models, industries, risk, and valuation. ESG analysis becomes more powerful when you can explain how a sustainability issue may affect revenue, cost, assets, liabilities, or long term value. Communication and stakeholder management are also essential. You may need information from busy departments that do not report to you. You must ask the right questions without creating a small civil war over one missing spreadsheet. Attention to detail is critical because reporting errors can damage credibility. Ethical judgment matters because companies may face pressure to present themselves positively, and curiosity matters because standards and expectations keep evolving. Finally, you need balance. An ESG analyst should care about sustainability but also remain objective. Your role is not to declare every company good or evil. Your role is to examine evidence, understand risk, and support better decisions. And now, let's understand the educational qualifications required. And there's no single compulsory degree for becoming an ESG analyst. Students can enter through commerce, finance, economics, business management, environmental science, engineering, law, public policy, statistics, data analytics, or social sciences. The best academic pathway depends on the type of ESG role you want. If you want ESG investment research, finance, economics, accounting, or business, can provide a useful foundation. If you want environmental reporting or climate analysis, environmental science, energy studies, engineering, or sustainability can be valuable. If you want to work on social impact, labor rights, or supply chains, social sciences, development studies, law, or public policy may help. And if you want ESG data and ratings, statistics, data analytics, finance, or economics can be useful. And after the bachelor's degree, students may pursue postgraduate education in sustainability management, climate finance, environmental management, responsible investment, public policy, or business administration. You should also study important ESG reporting concepts and frameworks. These may include BRSR Core, GRI standards, and the ISSB standards, greenhouse gas accounting, materiality, sustainable finance, and corporate governance. Professional certifications can support your profile, but they do not guarantee employment. The CFA Institute Sustainable Investing Certificate can be relevant for students and professionals interested in ESG investing and sustainable finance. GRI related training can help people involved in sustainability reporting, carbon accounting, climate risk, data analysis, or assurance related learning may also be useful depending on the role. But do not collect certificates like refrigerator magnets. Employers want to see whether you can apply the knowledge. A strong student profile may include a real ESG analysis of a listed company, a comparison of sustainability reports, a carbon data project, an internship, a research paper, or a BRSR case study. Students should not search only for a program named Masters in ESG. ESG is interdisciplinary, and several strong programs use terms as sustainability management, climate finance, or sustainable business. IIM Lucknow offers its postgraduate program, Sustainable Management, at the Noida campus. The program combines general management with areas such as life cycle management, stakeholder management, social entrepreneurship, and public policy. This can be relevant for students who want to connect sustainability with business leadership and management. Terry School of Advanced Studies in New Delhi offers an MBA in Sustainability Management. The program combines business, economics, legal understanding, sustainability concepts, and research methods. IIT Kanpur offers an e-masters in climate finance and sustainability. Its curriculum includes climate finance, carbon markets, sustainable finance, ESG disclosures, green bonds, and data analysis. However, this program is designed mainly for working professionals and currently requires relevant work experience. It's not a direct replacement for a normal bachelor's degree. Students can also explore relevant programs in environmental management, energy, public policy, finance, and business at other recognized institutions. The best choice depends on whether you want to become a corporate ESG analyst, investment analyst, sustainability consultant, climate finance professional, or ESG data specialist. And for study abroad aspirants, University of Oxford offers the MSc in Sustainability, Enterprise, and the Environment. The program studies sustainability through enterprise, finance, economics, environmental systems, and the transition toward a lower carbon future. Imperial College London offers MSc in Climate Change, Management, and Finance. Columbia University offers an MS in Sustainability Management. The University of Cambridge Institute for Sustainability Leadership offers postgraduate pathways in sustainability leadership, including options designed for professionals. See, these are strong academic options, but please remember something important. A famous university name is not a career plan. So before applying, study the curriculum, entry requirements, internships, career outcomes, visa rules, and total cost. Choose a program that matches your target role. And now, let us come to the question every student asks after saying salary is not everything. What does an ESG analyst earn? Now, the exact salary varies because ESG is not one standardized role. A sustainability reporting analyst in a smaller consulting firm may earn differently from an ESG investment analyst in a global financial company. Current crowdsource estimates for sustainability and ESG analysts in India show a broad total pay range of approximately 4.7 lakhs to 9.25 lakhs per year, with median total pay nearly 6.6 lakhs. Freshers may begin toward the lower part of the range, particularly in research, data, smaller consulting organizations. People with strong finance, carbon accounting, reporting, data analysis, or industry knowledge may earn more. With experience, professionals can progress into roles such as senior ESG analyst, sustainability manager, ESG consultant, climate risk manager, responsible investment analyst, ESG reporting lead, or head of sustainability. Senior roles in global firms, consulting, finance, and specialized climate work may pay considerably more than entry-level analyst positions. However, students should enter this field only because somebody called it the next big career. The market is growing, but it's also selective. Employees want real skills, not only passion and new vocabulary. In the United States, current estimates for ESG research analysts average around $102,000 per year, with a wide range depending on experience, location, and employer. Investment focused roles in major finance centers may offer more, while junior sustainability roles may offer less. In UK, the broader ESG analyst title currently shows median total pay of approximately £36,000 per year. Sustainability and investment focused roles can move higher with experience and specialization. In Canada, public salary data varies widely. ESG and sustainability analyst estimates commonly appear between approximately 50,000 Canadian dollars to 75,000 Canadian dollars per year, while experienced roles at major financial institutions can approach or cross 100,000 Canadian dollars. Now, these figures are only market indicators. Salary depends on the exact title, sector, city, experience, technical skills, and organization. Do not convert a foreign salary into rupees and begin celebrating before studying taxes and rent. International salaries may look very attractive until accommodation sends its own sustainability report. And now let's understand who should choose this career. See, the ESG analyst career may suit you if you enjoy research, data, and business, but also care about social and environmental questions. It may suit you if you're comfortable asking questions. It may suit you if you can work with both numbers and words. It may suit you if you want to understand not only how a company makes money, but how responsible it makes that money. However, do not choose ESG only because you like nature documentaries. Do not choose it only because the word sustainability sounds noble, and you need to enjoy analysis, reporting, learning, and disciplined research. You must be willing to study uncomfortable facts instead of accepting attractive claims. You should also be able to explain how sustainability connects with business value. That combination creates a strong ESG professional. So let me return to Aditi. At the end of a long project, her client publishes its sustainability report. The report does not claim that the company is perfect. It shows where the company improved, where it fell behind, and what it plans to change. The emissions data is clearer. Worker safety information is more complete. Supply risks have been identified. The board now receives better ESG information, and Aditi did not save the world through one report, but she helped a company see itself more honestly. An honest measurement is often the beginning of real improvement, and that is the power of an ESG analyst. And now, let me speak directly to the student or parent listening to this episode. If today's episode on the ESG analyst career opened your mind to a profession you had never seriously considered before, imagine how many other future-ready careers may still be hidden from you. Perhaps you care about climate change but are confused between environmental science, sustainability management, carbon markets, ESG analysis, climate finance, renewable energy, and public policy. Perhaps you like finance but want your work to create a wider impact. Or perhaps you simply know that you want a meaningful career, but you do not know which course or college can take you there. The right career is not found through guesswork, pressure, or random opinions. It's found through clarity. So through my career counseling program, I help students understand their strengths, interests, personality, values, and future possibilities. Together, we build a practical roadmap covering careers, subjects, courses, colleges, skills, internships, and study abroad options. If the ESG analyst career or another sustainability career has caught your attention, message me the word ESG. Let's understand whether this field matches your abilities, temperament, and long-term goals. Your dream career was never lost. It was simply unread. Let us decode it together. So this is Kapeel Gupta, and you're listening to the Kapeel Gupta Career PodShow. Stay curious, stay responsible, and remember, the best businesses of tomorrow will not only count profit, they will also learn to count their impact.